I oftentimes struggle with knowing what to say whenever I start up a new series, which is granted only a couple times now at this point, but it's been a pretty consistent thing. At this time, I really don't know what to say because I know nothing about the series, which is, a given that it's a blind reaction. But I also know nothing about the source material, League of Legends. Today I'm going to be starting up Arcane, as the title of this video implies, and probably why you clicked on it. But I've never played it. The MOBA genre is one that has never really clicked with me. I don't quite understand it. I don't really know anyone who plays League except, I guess, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I don't know how hard it is to get a pentakill. I don't know what jungling means, or even if that's a term from League of Legends. I just feel like I've seen Brian Kibler tweet the word on a Saturday morning when some esports thing is going on. But yeah, so this is going to be completely blind to me, but I've heard that this show Arcane is incredible. I've never even seen a trailer. I've just seen like a couple images or maybe a couple GIFs or something, but the one thing I do know about this show is that the art style is absolutely gorgeous. One of the best looking shows I've ever seen, just from the little, screenshots and stuff that I have seen of it when it came out and people all over were talking about it. So I'm really excited for this. I've heard incredible things about it, and I don't super know what to expect. I'm kind of just in my head canon knowing that it's based off of like a video game series that's just really based on fighting and territorial takeover and stuff. That's what you do in MOBAs, right? I'm expecting it to feel like it's kind of like a grimdark kind of thing, taking itself really seriously. Probably not a lot of room for levity, but I could be proven wrong. Who knows? So yeah, before we get into it, quick social media plug and stuff. But first of all, just for this video, if you're watching this and you enjoy my reactions and stuff, feel free to check out some of the other stuff that I do here. If this is your first time stopping by here, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you feel I've earned it. As well as on other sites, follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I am at HeyTallman at both places. And with all that out the way, these are long episodes. It looks like I just kind of scrolled through the episode list, and it looks like each individual episode, I'm going to start getting myself into position here. It looks like each episode is about 40 minutes long, so I'm going to stop talking because this is probably going to be a bit of a longer one. So let us start Arcane in 3, 2, 1, go. I think I've also heard that League of Legends has some real good music too, like that they actually produce like music videos for stuff. I also don't know if this is supposed to take place in the real world or probably some kind of a fantasy world. It's a dumb thing to say. It's looking pretty grimdark so far, gotta say. So I'm guessing those are probably the two main character sisters that I read about in this. God, this looks so good. Just that little image of the two of them just like clasping hands. Just that little simple animation looked so good. And I have no context. I don't know if this feeds into League of Legends at all, if these are even characters from League of Legends, or if this is just set in the League of Legends universe. No context here. So if there's anything that happens in here that's a little wink wink nudge to the actual game League of Legends that I'm just not picking up on, that's not a spoiler, mind you, let me know in the comments or something. At least they didn't subject us to too much Imagine Dragons. Look at that skyline. I know that stuff like that is like super complex to animate, render, draw, all that kind of stuff. And just in this art style, it just looks so nice. Oh, she's scared. She the meek, timid one.
Powder, look at me.
Vi and Powder. Powder Blue?
I'm ready.
My guess is that she's not going to make it, and that Vi is going to have to come save her. As she's falling. Oh, she made it. Good. Oh. Okay, I was still kind of close.
Tons of enforcers down there.
I will say also, just like how long it's taking them to open this door, it's nice that with the nice little character moment there. But what I was gonna say is just like the whole scene on the balcony, the longer runtime per episode being 40 minutes as opposed to like a 23 half-hour kind of time slot kind of thing, or anything shorter than that means that you have to pick up the pacing with things like that. You can't take the time to look down off the balcony and kind of show us a bit of the city. So it's nice that they can just take the time to do that every now and again. And just right there, when he like rubbed his hands together before picking those up, like these tiny little character moments that are coming through on just the most simple animations and details is really, really nice. Like, I feel like I know so much about these characters already, and I don't even know 2 of their names. See, it's also difficult for me to like know to make predictions or like, ooh, I like that the dust snap from the book when it closed. That was real clean looking. Oh, and the little snap of the meat in the sandwich. Nice. But what I was saying is, like, usually when I watch shows, especially like Over the Garden Wall that I just watched, I was sitting there and I was theorizing and the wheels were spinning in my head. And here it's like, I don't really know what to say because I don't know what's possible and what's not, or what like the rules about magic are in this world or anything like that. I mean, we're only what, like 5-10 minutes in something, so we'll see by the end of the episode if I can at least make one prediction. That'll probably be very wrong.
Milo! Powder, we gotta go!
Oh. It seems powerful. Whatever that is. Is it gonna explode? Yo. Oh my god. Nice. And the little smoke coming out the window too. So good looking. I'm just gonna say that with every little effect. But just the initial like impact frame of the when that thing popped off, like, made it feel really powerful. Like, even though it didn't immediately knock that off the building, like, just once again, the way it was animated made it feel as powerful as it's supposed to be portrayed. God, how much of this reaction is just gonna be me saying how good everything looks? Probably all of it, to be honest. It's like, so what happened in that show you watched? I don't know, but it looked nice. A little muck effect. Every show's got to have a going through the sewers scene, right? Like, every show worth its salt, people are going to end up in the sewer at some point.
That Deckard, they don't want any trouble. You know, in my experience, trouble finds you.
Also, I'm noticing that, like, every character we've seen so far is, like, human. I don't know much about League of Legends, but I'm pretty sure there's, like, all sorts of manners of... I don't necessarily want to say monsters, but, like, definitely a lot of non-human characters. Like, aren't there a bunch of, like, gods and stuff in it? I don't know, once again, know nothing about it. Hey, maybe, oh my god. I was gonna say, maybe if you throw another one of those blue things. Oh my god, I swear someday I'm gonna stop talking about how everything looks, but just like, oh my god. Just the sheer impacts and the face contortion upon getting hit. And once again, like, had you not been paying attention to how meek and timid Powder is, just that one shot of her sitting there holding the bag while everyone's getting beaten up around her speaks volumes. That was another thing I was gonna say, is that the rating on the show is TV-14, so I know that they're not gonna get like too graphic with any of the violence or anything like that, but this is honestly a little bit more than I think I was expecting as far as like the brutal kind of hand-to-hand stuff. Like, I was expecting like guns and energy weapons or something like that, but that was brutal. Oh god, is she gonna get caught? That's like a quick time event in a game, like just the press button to throw boxes in the path. Little Dead by Daylight action going on. Oh, and that's when you do the prompt and you're not supposed to. You mess up.
Come on, Mauser.
Ooh, is she making like a little shrapnel bomb? Mauser? Oh, that's cute. Aw. Oh, maybe a little too cute. Why would you do that? Unless you have a real good plan for getting it back. Alright, so what's their living condition? Oh my god, it's a whole city under there. I know this is probably like a song that already exists. But like I can tell if they're like putting this much effort into like the musical stingers and stuff in here, like what their actual like produced content for their game is like. Well, there's something not human. That's the first closest thing to like a mythical creature that we've seen. Ooh. Is that an elf? Okay, so finally getting more non-humans. Was that Daddy-O from the beginning?
I know what you need.
You don't seem to listen,
A
Bob.
bit of advice. Don't threaten the guy who pours the drinks.
Dang.
So you're Vander.
Welcome to the lanes.
The lanes? Is that a League of Legends reference? I feel like I see people talking about like top lane, bottom lane. Did I pick up on a game reference to a game I've never played?
Tip planned a route nobody even saw.
You blew up a building.
That
Did
wasn't-
you even stop?
We only
thinking
blew
about
up one
what
balcony of a building, Dad.
Where did you even get this tip?
We just heard it at Benzo's shop.
From?
The little man.
Yeah.
I also told you time and time again the North Side's off limits. We stay out of Piltover's business.
Why? They've got.
We never
plenty
go top
while we're
lane.
Down here scraping together coins. When did you get so comfortable living in someone else's shadow?
I mean, sometimes you just gotta do what you can to survive, right?
We lost it.
All of it? Good.
Good.
Nothing can tie you to what happened up there.
I guess so, but nobody put anything in like one of their pockets. Like it was all in the one bag. I think there's an expression about that. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. They put all their eggs in one basket. And then Operation Kino happened and they blew up the basket.
I'm gonna have a little word with your informant.
I do like that you said different things to both of them. I said to Vi, like, I'm glad you came back empty-handed, and then says to them, like, how dare you come back empty-handed? Even though the one guy was definitely listening and heard him say to, oh, she got one. She got one, whatever that is. Now it's something that can tie them to what
What's the problem?
was happening.
Do you remember what was in that bag? Biggest payout we've ever seen, and she just lost it. We're twice the person at half her age.
You know what, Milo? You're right. There's a bunch of things Powder just can't do.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Like complain about everything
What?
and brag nonstop.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's that whole trope. She could have kept listening. Now Powder just thinks everyone hates me.
We're closed. We'll open up. Someone was following them.
Whole lot of someones from what I heard.
Not enforcers. Someone on our side.
This weirdo came into the shop.
Okay, so is that little man?
Only keeps there for display. He paid in gold and
I guess it makes sense. You'd kind of expect someone with the name Little Man, that it would almost be like a sarcastic kind of thing.
Did you know where he lived?
Like Little Man is actually like 6'5".
Oh, crap.
They'll be fine.
Uh-oh. Is Vander gonna get got here?
Evening, friends.
So is there something with the air down there? Or is it just they're too stuck up and snooty to want to even breathe the air of the colonists down in the Undercity?
Academy District. But you already knew that.
We're looking for the culprits.
Good.
Cool off a bit. Go.
I need to hear her say another line, but I think I recognize that voice actor. She's got that really distinct, like, super deep voice. She's been in, like, a lot of stuff. If it's who I'm thinking of, at least. I don't know the name.
That workshop belonged to the Kermans. You know what kind of stuff they had in there?
The
Makes this place look like a
the
camp.
Kermits?
The council needs someone to make an example.
She took my...
People need to feel
They took all my things.
Topside people.
Ah! I know it's not the Kermits, but I kind of want to pretend that it is now.
You don't seem to grasp how serious this is.
I'm sorry, Grayson, but I can't offer up my own people.
If you change your mind, this will reach me.
Mauser number 2.
On this one.
Whisker.
You want to talk about today?
What's the point? It ruined everything. No.
I wonder if these are two like characters in League of Legends. Like I wonder like, you know, they're like seemingly the main characters of this show, and like watch them both be like absolutely bottom tier.
They never work.
They will.
It's gonna work exactly when the plot needs it to. It's how it always goes. Look at this, Simba. Someday all the dark touches will be yours.
That's where Clagger got his foot.
That's not actually gonna help. There's no magnifying in there. It works as an actual framing device, though.
When I was a kid, and we stick together.
These were in my pocket.
Oh, she got 3 of them.
What are they?
I don't know.
You're stronger than you think. And one day,
Oh, hey, at least she's telling her to her
the city's
face.
gonna respect us.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't think that would be the end. I don't know how much time we have left. I tend to not check these kinds of things mid-episode. Oh, it's one of those ugly cats. Oh, it's him. He was the one who, like, set them up, right? I mean, he was waiting for them. What is that in the background?
Supposed to follow them and not interfere.
Ooh, this is about to be bad.
Not a risk I'm willing to take.
Once again, just like one tiny little motion in animation, and you can already tell so much about this guy.
But keep him off the streets. Our timeline has moved up.
Something happened to that guy.
Ready. Show me.
Feeding time.
I would talk a lot of trash about that cat, but the fact that it doesn't have fur means it's one of the only cats I could ever actually, like, own. I am allergic to them. Oh, is it feeding time for the mouse? It's gonna grow and become monstrous. And eat the cat. Little accelerated evolution. Rage virus. T virus, G virus. Are they gonna show us what it looks like now?
You have a subject in mind.
I kind of like that they're not showing us, like... Oh, shoot, the kid? Alright. Alright, let's... Before it autoplays next episode, let's get out of there. I'll look up voices and stuff later, but that is Arcane Episode 1. Just real quick on the ending there, I really like that they didn't show us what the rat looked like, just left it up to our imagination of what it was doing and what it looked like and all that kind of stuff. That sometimes is just as powerful as actually showing us a thing. Because if they show us, we have the opportunity to be disappointed, but if we leave it to ourselves to think of what a terrifying, mutated, evolved rat that ate a cat looks like, you know, won't be disappointed because your imagination is the limit. So, episode 1 down. I will say, like, a thing you look for in a show is, like, the hook of the first episode to really, like, make you want to come back for more and be like, okay, like, a show I talk about a lot in other reactions, Amphibia. At the end of the first episode, we see the little glimpse of Anne's friend Sasha in her prison cell, and Grimes says, like, now we know that you've been lying to us, now we know that you're not alone, which is, like, a super strong hook, or at least it was for me. Whereas here, like, I think knowing that there's kind of, like, fantastical, monstrous, kind of inhuman kind of things, the fact that they have, like, some kind of a serum to make things mutated and non-human and all that kind of stuff is kind of like a, oh yeah, well sure, they would have that. So it's not like any kind of an earth-shattering revelation kind of thing or anything like that to me. But overall, I did enjoy it. God, I just love the animation is so good. Like, I knew that going in already, and I was still like blown away, dumbfounded with like just at least one thing in like every scene, where there'd just be like the little particle effect of when she like closed the book and just a little poof of dust coming out of it. Just any little thing, like it was just like, it just looks so good. Curious to see where it goes. Like, I feel like this is, it's setting up to be a lot more of a linear kind of thing. We pretty much know exactly where it's going to pick up episode 2, I feel like, whereas not all shows, at least some of the stuff I've been watching, like it's kind of like a, who knows what's going to happen next episode. Whereas here I feel like it's, it has to pick up like straight from there. It can't just do like some kind of a skip or anything like that. But I'm excited for this. As good as it's been talked up, I know that it probably won't let me down, and it's probably going to be incredible. So it's, no matter what I say, I'm going to be watching more, and it's not like I'm going to watch this one and then be like, no thanks, because it is quite good. It's just not completely blowing me away just yet. But that's about all I gotta say. So thank you all so much for watching this. Let me know what you think of the series, what you thought of the reaction. Leave those in comments below. Anything I missed, anything that's, like I said, any kind of trivia that ties in with the game League of Legends, because I don't know anything about it, don't know anything about the characters, anything like that. Aren't there like hundreds of characters to pick from? I think that's the thing. They have like a huge cast. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Give me some feedback, and I will catch you next time for episode 2. Take it easy, everybody.